Welcome back to the Architecture of Sound and Code. I am Bethel Edison, and this is Stories Before the Music. Today, we aren't just talking about the 2.6 update or the sleek UI of the new Oral Terminal at betheledison.com. We are talking about the source code of miracles. People see the music and the crypto tickers, but they don't see the frequency of prayer and the alignment with heaven that happens before the record button is pressed. We're moving past luck. We're moving into divine deployment. Let's ground this in ultimate strategy. Look at the life of Jesus when he stood before the tomb of Lazarus, or when he looked at 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He did something that every creator and strategist needs to master. In John 11, verse 41 to 42, we see Jesus lifts his eyes and says, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me." He wasn't begging for a miracle. He was acknowledging a connection. When Jesus performed miracles, he was simply downloading the realities of heaven into a glitched earthly system. Yeah, he looked at a blind man and saw sight. He looked at a storm and saw peace. He praised God, not for what was about to happen, but for the authority he already held. If you want your music to shift atmospheres, if you want your business to break the Nigerian ceiling, you have to start praising God for the answer while the problem is still visible. That's the oral mindset. We don't wait for the market to go green to give thanks. We give thanks and the market aligns. Faith without works, without the right tools, is just a dream. I've built the affiliates page on the sites as a tactical map. Why? Because a miracle often looks like an opportunity you were prepared to handle. When God sends a global client to your door, do you have the infrastructure to receive the blessing? That's why I'm loud about Cleva. As a creator, you need a US dollar account that functions at the speed of your vision. You need to be able to receive, hold, and move value across borders without the friction of legacy banking. And when you move that value into Binance, you aren't just gambling on coins. You're using a pro-level dashboard to manage your assets. God provides the rain, but you have to build the system. Cleva and Binance are the pipes. The Oral Terminal 2.6 is the control room. We are expanding the signal. This movement is for the techno evangelists, the ones who know that God is the master architect. When you go to betheledison.com, don't just look at the code. Feel the intention. Every line of CSS, every frame of the broadcast banner is a testimony that we serve a God of order and excellence. Miracles aren't accidents, They are the result of a prepared heart meeting a divine signal. Whether you are producing a track, coding a smart contract, or trading the daily close, do it with the spirit of a priest and the mind of a king. The signal is clear. The terminal is operational. If you're watching the stories on WhatsApp, TikTok, or Instagram, good. But if you want the alpha, you need to be on the site. Go to betheledison.com/affiliates. Get your Cleva US dollar accounts logged in, sync your Binance Pro dashboard, and most importantly, get your spirit in sync with the Father. I am Bethel Edison. The God of miracles is the God of the code. Stay locked into the frequency.